Hey guys, Indie Game Judge here. So I recently just installed iOS 7 onto my new iPhone 5, and if you want to see how I did it, I've created a step-by-step easy walkthrough video, which I'll provide a link to in the description. But this video is all going to be about showing you my first impressions of the new iOS, showing you the new look, the new features, all that cool stuff. I've literally just installed it. I've basically done nothing on it, so it's a clean, fresh install. Alright, so let's get right into it. Right off the bat, you'll notice that actually when you powered on, the Apple has changed. But when it is on, you'll notice right away that the lock screen is different. The bottom bars and the top bars are gone. Now your full glory of your background is exposed. And the arrow to slide it to unlock is also gone. And the camera button is now over here. And you've got these two arrows on the top and bottom. I'll get to that a little bit later. So instead, you actually unlock it by doing this. And then you get a wonderful, nice little animation for all your apps as they ripple onto your screen, which is really cool. So let's look at some of the new features. So let's start with Notification Center. As you can see, it's changed quite a bit. In that, like just the design, the text, everything. In the same store style as the rest of it. Everything has been completely redesigned. But Notification Center especially, you can see the background behind it, transparent. And speaking of that background, it is now actually a dynamic background. You can see the bubbles moving around a bit, which is a nice new feature. So Notification Center now has a today list, which is just a quick little overview. All notifications as well as any missed notifications. Let's bring that back up. We also have the new Control Center, which you get by sliding from the bottom. I find this feature very useful. You've got airplane mode, you can turn on and off, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, and screen orientation lock. You can change the brightness here. And you can access your music player. I don't have any music on it yet, but so it's not going to do anything, obviously. And change the volume too, which is nice. Let's put that up there. We've got the new AirDrop, which allows you to, you can change who's available for here. And AirPlay, which is like to connect to your Apple TV or whatever, to mirror it. So AirDrop is a cool new feature where you can just basically send files over wirelessly to other iPhones that have iOS 7. As Apple pointed out during their keynote, no need to bump your phones together. You can just do it wirelessly, which is nice. Like across the room. So anywhere in the same Wi-Fi network, I'm pretty sure. We've also got 4 buttons down here. We've got quick flashlight, access to our time, our clock. First, bring it back up. Calculator, and camera. So as you can see, there's also a new animation for going in and out of apps, which is nice. And if you lock the phone again and turn on, you can also see that you can access the Control Center from the bottom as well, from the lock screen, I mean. And you'll also see that when you lock it, it fades away, which is nice. So they just put some nice little things to make it a bit more lively. Alright, let's get started with the apps. So go ahead to Phone. As you can see, phone's changed quite a bit. I really don't want to show you my phone number, so I'll just show you what it looks like to make a call if I called my voicemail, for example. You can see the background in the back, which is cool.
Bienvenue au service de boîte vocale de Rogers sans fil.
So calling obviously is the same, but just a new look. The new keypad is nice as well. So next you have Mail. I don't have my Mail account set up yet, but you can do it right from the Mail app, which I'm not sure if it's a new feature or not, but nice nevertheless. If we just, the new mailbox is the new design as well. We can't really see it right now, but it's similar in style to the rest of it, so I think you'll be able to get an idea of what it looks like. Safari I'll save for later. Music. Again, no content. Let's look at Messages. The messages, you can tell right away that the keyboard looks very different. You can see right here that you've got like the new. It looks quite styled quite differently. And add a photo in here. All the same stuff. Just looks nicer. well, different at least. Calendar. They've removed all the leather and the felt, so we now got a more minimalistic, flat look. We can change the date up here, all that cool stuff. Again, this is a brand new phone, so it's all empty. Photos. They've also redesigned a bit in that like the way they store it is a bit different. So why don't we just take a quick photo from camera here, and so I can show you some of those new features. I'll take a picture of this wonderful wood background that is obviously super interesting. So we've got a photo here. And now that we're in the photo section, we can actually do quite a bit more things from the share button. We've now got the same message, mail, Twitter, all that stuff. And you can also do it to airdrop, so if there's anybody else nearby, you can just beam it straight to them. So let's assign it and actually set it as the wallpaper, just to show you how it changes, set home screen, how you can see the background behind it when you're doing different things. So apparently there's a new parallax feature, which is we won't be able to see on the camera, but basically it detects your orientation, so it kind of gives it a bit of a layer perspective, so you can kind of see behind the apps, which is cool. Now if you go back to phone and then go back to voicemail, you'll actually be able to see that the background is different because it's now over the wood background instead of the regular background. So, you can also set the lock screen, obviously, if you do that here. So you can see just all the menus and basically everything has changed. I'd say for the most part it's for the better. A lot of people were complaining iOS has gotten pretty stale. Well, you can't really say that anymore, can you? Yeah, full glory of your wallpaper back here. Obviously I haven't chosen the most interesting wallpaper, but it's something anyway. Just to show off the new wallpaper features, really. So settings, as you can see, is quite, whoops, I opened Control Center there, is quite changed as well. Let's go to brightness and wallpaper, or whoops. Oh yes, that's also a new thing. You don't have to click the back button, which is great for one-handed use. You can literally just go back like that, which is also nice. So I don't want these wallpapers. Let's go back to, oh, we've got some stills. God damn it. Some stills, little stills here. Let's see if we can go back here. Yes, we can, actually. And we've got the two dynamic ones as well. So let's try this one out. And those are the animated ones. And so let's set those as, set this one as our home screen. Oops. And set this one as our lock screen. There we go. So now I've got not hideous looking backgrounds that are animated, which is again nice. You'll notice actually at the top that the cell phone little bars are gone now, they're just dots. You can still see your Wi-Fi connection and your cellular, and the battery and stuff has changed as well. Alright, on to the next app. So the next app is videos. Again, I don't have any content, but the menus are just changed up a little bit. Maps. Largely unchanged if I had to guess. Let me just zoom in here to Toronto. Yeah, nothing too different about this except they just changed the bottom of the menus, that kind of stuff. Weather. This is a cool new thing. Here in Vaughan, it's partly cloudy, and we got a nice little animation here. In Ottawa, it's also partly cloudy. Montreal, mostly cloudy. See if you get some. Oh, here, Vancouver, we've got rain. May not be able to see it on this, but it's actually got a nice little raining animation, which is neat. Passbook, not really changed much. Oops. Oh, right, so I'll show you Siri in a second. Notes. Again, got rid of the leather and felt, so if you just create a brand new note here. Blah, blah. I'm not very good at doing this with one hand, I must admit. Blah, blah, blah. So you can see the keyboard's changed. Everything is pretty much redesigned, and it's completely different. It's also, well, it seems a little bit faster, a little bit like snappier, and the new animations are really nice to look at as well. Reminders also changed a little bit. Clock changed a little bit. Actually, let's check out alarm, stopwatch, timer. All changed. Stocks, all changed. newsstand. I don't have any, but you can tell that you no longer have the like app, like the magazines on the actual icon, which a lot of people didn't even have any, so it kind of looked weird when you didn't have any. So this is kind of better, I think. I'll skip App Store and iTunes Store for a second. Game Center, they completely changed it. Again, I don't have it signed in, but yeah, cool as well. I'm really loving the new animations here. FaceTime, largely unchanged, I'm sure, except for the menus and settings we've already seen. Except there are a few new extra settings and stuff. Now, App Store. Now they redesigned it a little bit in that if you go to the top charts, down here, you've got the vertical columns again. Yes, a lot of people were complaining about well, I was at least complaining about the horizontal ones, and they brought it back. So thank God for that. Another awesome feature: updates. You can turn on automatic updates now. They will happen in the background, and I think that is a very nice feature because you no longer see you have like 20 app updates. Okay, I gotta update it again. I gotta go into the App Store. I gotta update. I gotta whatever. Like, it's not a big deal, but having automatic updates is just another thing that you don't have to worry about. So I like that a lot. iTunes Store changed also as well. There's also a new feature called iTunes Radio, but I'm not sure if that's up yet. I doubt it, but you can see no, it doesn't appear to be up yet. Oh, actually, I think that's in the music app, but I doubt that it's available yet since it's still in beta. But that's basically a cool new feature as well, where it allows you to check out a bunch of new, like, customize your own radio stations and stuff, and discover new music, all that cool stuff. Let's check out on multitasking. So we no longer have that bar at the bottom. Now we have all of our apps in this nice column view here, left exactly as I left them in their previous state, which is nice. I also noticed, actually, if you do this with the camera, it blurs it, which is kind of neat. So we've got all these apps here, and you're wondering, how do I get rid of them? Press and hold, minus, no, absolutely not. You can it's actually really sick. Just slide it up, and then it will be removed from your background apps. They also have some new background apps that update in the background now, like stocks and stuff, and weather. So when you jump back into it, it'll be ready and updated, so you don't have to wait for it, which is nice. But you can turn that off as well if you don't want to use your data for that. So we'll close all that, and then we have our home screen again. And there we go. Next is Safari, I think. Safari has really changed quite a bit. Why don't we just go to apple.com. Again, cannot type in with one hand. I apologize for that. So yeah, here's the Apple homepage. Which is telling us about iOS 7, which clearly we don't need to know since we already have it. Bookmarks, all that. It's all in the new style. It's nice. And tabs. This is one of my favorite new features of the iOS, actually. Well, they look better, obviously. So you can, like, it's a nice new view, and you can have unlimited tabs. You're no longer restricted to 8 tabs. Thank God, because that was a very annoying thing about Safari for me. That was pretty much the only annoying thing. But now it's changed. If we go to landscape here, we've got a nice full screen view, and it automatically, the bar automatically disappears, like the menu bar. Oh yes, Control Center actually looks neat in landscape as well. So you got a full, the top and bottom part disappear when you're not dealing with them. Oh, nice as well. So that pretty much sums up all the basic things. Actually, I'm going to show you Spotlight. You may be wondering, where the hell is search? It's no longer. It's usually like before the first page. Now gone? Absolutely not. Just moved. Now you just scroll up. You can search your phone for anything. For example, messages. Oops. And then messages. There you go. Oh yeah, folders. So we've got our utilities folder here. As you can see, it now takes up the full screen, which is cool. And if we just can pick it up and move it the same way as old times. Oops. And You can, let's put some more in, shall we? Now you may be thinking that they decreased the amount of space in a folder because it's only 3 by 3 again, where it used to be, I suppose it was 4 by 4 previously. But now you can actually have multiple pages within the folder. And if I rename this, I'm going to name it to whatever I want, blah, blah, which is nice. And again, goes over the apps as well. Oh, I also noticed that the notification center, you can actually see the glow of the apps on the dock and behind it, which is nice. And of course your background, if you have it, although I'll bet blurred. So let's actually just have a quick look at contacts. Nothing really new here. Calculator, we've already seen. Compass. Current location, yes. So there we've got our compass. Complete the circle to calibrate. Let's give that a try. Alright. And I think that is pretty much it. Let's just actually take a look at the new Siri. Show me what movies are or not. Can you cancel this? It's a new. As you can see your as you talk.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Let's try this again. So you can actually see your like a wavelength of your voice, which is really neat. And again, your background behind it. So let's do. Show me what movies are playing. See if you can handle it.
What was that again?
Wow. Thanks a lot, Siri. Thanks for proving my point that you are pretty awesome to use. Or apparently not. Give it some help. Launch photos.
Sorry, I'm not sure what you said.
Well, screw you, Siri. Alright. Probably because I'm so far away from the phone for the recording, but yeah. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the new look and feel of iOS 7. Personally, I love it. It's pretty awesome. If you wanted to get it, just check out my walkthrough video and I'll explain how to do it really quickly, really easily. And you too will have the new and latest iOS 7. And if we just check out, where did I put settings in there, I guess. Go to General, About, and we've got our iOS 7. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you found this video informative, or at least not a complete waste of your time. And I will see you next time. Honestly, that fade is just so cool.